Hey, this is Corey from Woodcraft, and today I'm going to go over what got me started into camping and hiking, and why I think you should come along with me. Stay tuned. Alright, so what really got me started in camping is, well, when I was younger, I loved nature. I loved going out on little nature trails, and I used to take pictures of sunrises and sunsets and the trees and all the beautiful things nature has to offer. And then as I got older, I kind of turned to alcohol, and alcohol kind of consumed me there for a while, and I got in a lot of trouble. I was making bad decisions. The bottle had its hold on me for a while. But then something amazing happened. I found out that I was going to be a dad. And when I found that out, my main focus was that little boy. And I wanted to make sure that when he looked back on me, he saw somebody that he could be proud of and that he enjoyed spending time with. And so I looked back and I knew that I liked taking pictures of sunrises and sunsets and the beauty of nature. And so I hit YouTube, and I hit it hard because I wanted to learn something that I could pass on to my son. I wanted to be a part of something that actually mattered, and that he could be proud of, and that he could grow up to enjoy doing and not get into the same trends that I followed growing up. I wanted him to experience something better than the bottle. And so all this research, I started hiking because I loved the nature trails, and then I realized that camping gives you the best of all worlds in a whole weekend. One weekend you can do it all. And the more I studied, the more I learned, and the more excited I got to teach my son all the important life lessons that camping and hiking offer. Because I really feel that the camping and the hiking, yeah, they're a fun hobby, but they teach you so many personality traits, and they teach you to be a better person. They teach you respect. You respect nature, you respect the people around you, you respect the next people, the people in line, the people coming next weekend. You practice to leave no trace and have the best experience possible, and you do it in a way so that the person next weekend that comes to that spot can have the same experience and the same joy that you just had. It teaches you how to stay responsible. You're responsible for every action you make when you're out in the woods. You have a responsibility on you every step you take, every move you take. When you have a knife in your hand, you're responsible for the safety of yourself and the people around you. You're responsible to get the fire started. You have so many responsibilities when you're out camping. And being able to manage those responsibilities and do the best you can, and asking for help when you need help. Not just being reckless and trying something, and you're responsible. And if that means asking for help, you ask for help, you get the help you need so that the task gets fulfilled correctly, accurately, and there's a huge responsibility that comes with both hiking and camping. Also, with that, comes confidence. When you ask the questions, which I'm planning to ask you guys tons of questions. I am very green to all of this. But by asking the questions and learning, it builds confidence. That first time you try to make a fire and you don't get it, it's discouraging, but you keep at it, and when you finally do get that fire, using fat wood that you found or using birch bark, and you have it all laid out and you you build that confidence and that excitement that, hey, I can do this. If I put my mind to it, I can do it. You know, the first time you set up a shelter and it's downhill and you're soaking wet in the morning, you get discouraged, but next time I learned my lesson and next time's going to be that much better. And when you wake up and you slept amazing and you're comfortable and dry, you build that confidence. You're like, yes, I can do this, And being confident is a very important lesson, especially for the young people, the young generation just starting to come to a workforce. Being able to be confident enough to tell the boss or the owner that, hey, I can meet that deadline, or yes, I can make that product, because I know that if I put my mind to it, I can do it. I've done it time and time again in the woods, and I'm going to apply that determination and that hard work to your company. So confidence is huge. But I think what's even more important that the woods teaches you is patience. The art of slowing down, taking your time, making sure it's done right. Patience, I think, is a personality trait that's kind of withering away. And the internet is a good example of that. If you're thinking something, you go look it up online, and then you go get it online. You just right now. You just, I wonder who Wolfpack Woodcraft is. Type it in online. There it is. Here's this video. Oh, what kind of gear does he have? I want the same gear. You look in the description box. Well, bam, there it all is. It's right now. Now. But in the woods, it's completely different. You've all probably tried starting a fire. You can't just go out there, grab whatever, and then ignite it. It'll never ever happen. You got to take the time. You have to go out there. You have to pick the right material. You got to make sure it's dry. If you can find birch bark, great. If you can find fat wood, even better. And you take the time to get it all figured out. And then you have to process it down. And you have to organize it. You have to have it all the way down from pencil length to wrist, and you have it all laid out and ready so that when it comes time to need it, you have it. And then once you take the time and you accept the patience that it takes to make that fire, that's the only way you're going to get it. It's a long process, and you have to be patient and you have to be calm, and it's the only way it's going to work. And the woods teaches you that a lot. When you're building a shelter and it's not going right, you need to stop, slow down, think about it, and not get all frustrated and just, because that's where you're sleeping tonight. If you don't get that shelter up, you might feel a little cold in the morning, or you might be soaking wet, and it's not going to be comfortable. Getting angry doesn't make anybody comfortable. Stopping, looking at the situation, being patient, getting it right, that's what makes you comfortable and enjoy your time in the woods. And that's a skill that I hope my son really doesn't take for granted. I hope that he really focuses on that, because that's a huge lesson that I learned doing all this. It's a huge part of what I started to become, is a lot more patient, a lot more understanding, and that it's a huge thing in my book. And so when I started learning, and I've already started teaching my son. My son loves camping. He's got a little pump tent in his room that he takes his naps in, and he's always talking about fires, and he's already learning how to respect a knife. He doesn't own any, but he knows not to touch them, and he knows that when he gets bigger, he'll have his own knife, and he'll know how to take care of it. And it's because of YouTube that I was able to kind of turn this whole thing around. It's because of you guys watching. I used to be one of you guys. And it's a huge learning process, and it's a huge everything. But YouTube has given me the ability to do something great. And it's because of YouTube that I'm sitting on this side of the camera now looking at you, because it's my turn to share. It's my turn to take you on a journey that I think you guys really want to see. You know, I learned on YouTube. I haven't spent all day every day in the woods. I work full time. I have a young son, and I'm very new to this, you know, and I don't plan to take any of these videos down. And so if I do make it along the way, you guys should be able to go to video number 1 on my playlist and get all, and you'll see I'll do videos on my camera, I'll do videos on YouTube, I'll do videos on camping gear, woods, skills, everything. You can go to video 1 all the way to where I'm at, and you should be able to do it too. If you have that drive and that commitment, you know, you should be able to make it just as well as me. And I think that's what a lot of you are looking for. You're looking for, well, I don't know, because, you know, this channel, they had this survival training, and this person, he's actually a survival teacher, you know, and this guy, he's been camping since he was 2, you know, where I don't have that experience. I have YouTube. I was sitting on a couch watching how to do this. I bought the supplies based on YouTube recommendations, and now I am the one on YouTube. I'm the one that's going to put the time in to show you the mistakes that I make getting there, but how my persistence and my ability to keep going no matter how hard it is, the patience that I'm going to have through this whole thing, that if I can do it, you should be able to watch day 1 to day whatever I'm on, and you too should be able to do it, you know. And so don't forget to subscribe and come join the pack, because that's how you stay up to date with how far I've gone, where I plan to go, and you are coming with me. So come on guys, let's go.